What's up guys, I'm Kel, Red Zone Rogue, and welcome to another Force of Will Ancient Knights spoiler video. So this time we're going to go over 8 of the new fire cards. These are going to have some pretty cool effects and support the Kirik Ririk or Kirik Ririk or whatever the hell his name is. So let's just jump into it. So the first off we have Beast Den on Mount Hoel, and this is an addition. It costs 1 fire and 1 of any. It says Dragonoids you control get plus 200. It's kind of cool. Gives you a little tribal boost. And then it says, for 2 fire, you can banish this card, search your deck for a Dragonoid, reveal it, put it in your hand, and then shuffle your deck. And overall, this is an okay card. I think if there's going to be like a really good Dragonoid you want to search out, then this might be like a, maybe like a 2 of or something like that in a deck. Or maybe if you're going like full Dragonoids, if they're like powerful enough to go like full tribal, then this could be really good. But other than that, I can see it seeing maybe some fringe play. And in limited, I don't know, man. I know this whole set's supposed to be like crafted around draft, but this is not a good draft card unless you're going really hard into Dragonoids. Next up we have Food Supply, and holy fuck, look at the card on this. Look at the art. It's like, okay, anyway, let's just go over what it is, okay? I could spend all day talking about the fucking art in this. It looks like he's tickling him. He's tickling the pig, and the pig's so happy, but it's gonna die. Okay, anyway, let's go over what it is. So it's a quick cast chant for 1 fire. And it says put 5 strength counters on your J ruler, draw a card. So in the Kirik Ririk deck, or the Kirik Ririk deck, this card's gonna be pretty good. Put some strength counters on your card, or on your ruler, you draw a card. I think if Kirik Ririk is good and strength counters are good, then this card will be good as well. Next up we have High Speed. So this card is super sweet. I like this card quite a bit. So it is a fire chant battle arts for 1 fire. It has the battle art ability, which is, or battle art subtype, whatever it's called. It's a battle art, which is good for Kirik Ririk. It has remnant, which is also super good. It says target resonator gains plus 200 and swiftness until end turn, so you can give one of your big dudes swiftness, maybe that huge dragon from the starter deck or anything cool. And it says Awakening, remove 4 strength counters from your J ruler. This card deals 400 damage to your opponent. So this card can deal a shitload of damage to your opponent. And it has remnant. So you can do like, Domo for 400, give your dude plus 200 in swiftness, smash-ins. This is a sweet aggressive card. And I have a feeling that this will see a lot of play if Kirik Ririk sees any play at all. Next up we have Dragon Call, and I think this card's really sweet too. So it is a 1 cost chant, costs 1 fire, and it says search your deck for a dragon, Dragonoid, or dinosaur, reveal it and put it into your hand, then shuffle your deck. For 1 fire, it's a 1 cost tutor. That's nuts. Like even in like Magic, that's nuts. It's pretty specific. You have to get a dragon, Dragonoid, or dinosaur. So I guess you got to be playing one of those. Otherwise, it's not useful at all. But assuming you are playing one of those, it's super good. You just get the one that wins you the game or whatever. Hopefully there are some that are good enough to search for. But yeah, if there are, then this card's super good. Next up we have the Environmental Researcher Faber. Fabra? I think it's Faber, spelled like saber. Anyway, I think this card's pretty cool. So it is a 400 Dragonoid for 3 of any and 2 fire. She has flying. It says when this card enters the field, put a 1000 fire dragon resonator token with flying onto the field. That's all it does. I think this card's going to be super sweet for both constructed and limited. Mostly for constructed in maybe Lumia Blink decks. You can maybe as a 1 of, you get 1 out, and then you just kind of keep flickering it and making an army of 1000 flying dragons. I think that's pretty cool. And in limited, it's just 1400 across the board for 5, which is super good in limited. So yeah, I think this card's pretty good, and I think we'll see some play, maybe even some fringe play, but I think it's cool. I like cards like this. Next up we have the Gourmet Chef Sherry Shira, or Sherry Shira, I don't know, something like that. Anyway, this is a 1000 for 2 of any and 2 fire. It's a Dragonoid. When this card enters the field, put 10 strength counters on your J ruler. Is that good enough? Is 1000 for 4 good? It just sounds pretty good. And is 10 strength counters very good? I know Kira can rest himself to put strength counters on and stuff, so maybe. I don't know. I don't know if this card's going to be very good for the strength deck. Maybe as a couple of, maybe if there's a big wombo combo you can do with a shitload of strength counters. But other than that, I'm not really seeing it right now. Maybe I just need to see more cards in the set. But yeah, it has potential. Next up we have This fucking guy, Red Cap. He's a 200 for 1 fire. He says he's an evil spirit, which is weird. He totally looks like a goblin to me, but maybe he's a spirit of a goblin or something. I don't know. But he has swiftness, so that's kind of cool. It says when this card is put into the graveyard from the field, search your deck for a card named Red Cap, reveal it and put it in your hand, then shuffle your deck. So it's kind of like a more aggressive Ruck Egg, but you have to get a Red Cap. I mean, maybe. I can maybe see this someplace somewhere. It seems not even super great for limited because you need a bunch of different red caps and then you're drafting a bunch of 200s for 1 fire. I don't know, man. Maybe. I'm kind of iffy on this card, but I like the art. It's kind of cool. And finally for today, we have this super badass card. It's Kame, Demon of Vice. So he's a 1000 for 2 of any and 2 fire. Kind of the same stats as the other dude we just saw. He is a demon, or she? He or she is a demon. I think it says he, yeah, in the flavor text it says he. So he is a demon. When this card enters the field, recover target resonator with total cost 2 or less your opponent controls, gain control of it until end of turn, it gains swiftness until end of turn. So it's pretty sweet. Steal one of your opponent's dudes, it has swiftness, you can smash them in for it, but that is not all. Whenever a resonator you control attacks, this card deals 200 damage to your opponent. So now you get to steal one of your opponent's dudes, smash them with it, then it also deals 200 damage to them even, man. I'm talking too fast. I'm getting a little ahead of myself. And then you can pay 1 fire and then banish a resonator, and this card gains swiftness until end of turn. So this is a kind of a cool little wombo combo in and of itself. You know, steal one of your opponent's dudes, attack them, that deals 200 damage to them, and then you banish the dude that you just stole, and this card gains swiftness. This is pretty sweet. I like this card quite a bit. I guess the big writer here is like, is your opponent going to be playing with a lot of stuff that costs 2 or less? And historically, yes, there is a lot of 2 or less cards in Force of Will. It can steal an Abdul Al-Hazred Poet of Madness. It can steal the Melfi. It can steal like a bunch of shit. So I think this card's going to be really good. Maybe even as like a, 1 or 2 of, maybe even 3 or 4 of. I don't know. I think this card's sweet though, and it will definitely see some play. And if no one else is playing it, then I'm playing it because I think this card is awesome. And there you have it, guys, for this spoiler video. I think this set is shaping up to be really cool. I can't wait to see more like splashy super rares, and I'm really curious as to what the other 2 rulers are going to be. I can't wait, guys. So if you like the video, then maybe leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Every little bit helps, and I appreciate it so much. Regardless of what you do, thank you very much for watching, everyone. And I hope to see you guys next time for some more Force of Will content. Have a good one all, and I will see you later.